Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So for today we are going to continue on the topic of estimation. Okay, so previously you already learned on estimation for one population mean. Okay, so for now we will continue on the estimation, but for the difference between two population mean. Okay, so for today is specifically focus on when we have two population mean, okay, for independent sample. Okay, so actually there will be two type of sample. Okay, first we have independent sample and the other one we have dependent sample. Okay, so I will explain first what is independent sample. Okay, so 3.3.2 interval estimation for two population mean. Okay, so we will discuss estimation procedure for the difference between two population means. Okay, let's circle into the example first. Okay, we may want to find interval estimation on the difference between the mean length of insect measured by two different microscope. Okay, the other one, we may want to find the interval estimation on the difference between the mean pH in rainfall of two different areas. Okay, the procedure to compare the two population mean are based on the relationship between the two set of sample data taken from the respective population. Okay, so meaning that for example number 1, okay, so we have two different microscope. Okay, so we want to know is there any difference between the two microscope in terms of length of insects measured by these two microscope. Okay, example number 2, we want to look into the difference in the mean of pH, okay, of a rainfall for the two different area. Okay, so we have two population here in terms of area lah. So we have area 1 and area 2. Okay, we measured the pH for these two areas. So we want to know whether is there any difference in terms of mean. Okay, mean of the pH in rainfall for the two areas. Okay, so as I mentioned before, the relationship can be two types. So first we have independent sample or dependent sample. Okay, so the two examples given above are two different types of interval estimation for difference between two mean, independent and dependent sample. So what are the mean by sample are independent? Okay, so independent here mean when they are not related. Okay, for example, okay, independent sample, let's say we have population 1 is a male student, population 2 is female student. Okay, so what I measured from these two sample, let's say I want to see whether there is any differences in their CGPA. Okay, so I measure from male and I measure from the female. Okay, so clearly we can see that there are two groups of sample that are not related at all. Okay, but for independent sample, for the dependent sample, means that the sample when the subjects are paired or matched in some way. Okay, the data may be paired when the data are obtained from before and after studies, from pair of identical twins, or from matching two subjects of similar traits to form match pair. Okay, so untuk dependent pula, for dependent pula, beza dia adalah, okay, let's say data tu kita ambil from the before and after study. Okay, maksudnya okay, katakan saya ada pelajar AP yang mengambil subjek statistik. Okay, so I want to know whether is there any differences in their statistics score, okay, before that 10 one courses on a statistics subject. Okay, so meaning that I have one subject. Okay, subject here is AP students. Okay, so I measured their score in statistic course before they attend the statistic course. Okay, let's say I have 20 students. Okay, I give them one quiz. Okay, and I record their score. Okay, and then the following weeks they attend one statistic course. Okay, and they learn on statistics subject, and then after that I give them back the same quiz on statistic. Okay, and then I measured. So there are the score has been obtained before and after they attend the courses. So I want to know whether is there any difference in the score before and after they attend the statistic course. Okay, so meaning that for a dependent sample, okay, we measured certain population twice. Okay, 2 times. Okay, on the same subject we measure 2 times. Okay, ataupun katakan benda yang sama, okay, kita measure 2 kali, before and after. Okay, ataupun berat, katakan kita measure sebelum they take certain weight loss program. Okay, before, and then kita measure lagi sekali after they complete the weight loss challenge, katakan. Okay, so nak tengok ada beza tak sebelum weight loss challenge and after weight loss challenge. So that is mean by the dependent sample. Okay, so kalau independent memang clearly kita ada 2 group yang berbeza, dan kita nak tengok ada beza tak di antara between the 2 groups. But the dependent pula, okay, dia ada data tu ada 2 group. Okay, tapi kita measure from the same population. Okay, ataupun from the same subject. So after this we will look into independent sample first, then the dependent sample. Okay.